The poor Clown News Network. Their White House correspondent Jim Acosta got sent to the back of the bus yesterday during President Trump's press conference. And of course, he went on air to cry about it afterwards.
Jim, as you know, you were there. The president took questions from 2 U.S. news outlets at that news conference. But I understand, and tell me if this is true, CNN was placed away from the other TV networks, further in the back. What happened there?
That's right, Wolf, and we can show you some video of this just to illustrate this, and you know this from many years of covering the White House. The TV networks are typically placed in one area, one group. Every other network besides CNN was there at the top right of your screen, just about top right of your screen. You see people holding up their hands. We were off to the bottom left there, several rows behind the president and actually behind the Romanian press as well. We were in the equivalent of Siberia. No pun intended, when it comes to where we were seated in the audience section, the press section of that Rose Garden news conference.
President Trump sent me to Siberia, Wolf. These people are so pathetic. They just can't even get Russia out of their mind.
And as you know, that is highly irregular. Now, of course, that could be just an oversight on the part of the White House staff, but it could also be seen as retaliation for the reporting that we're doing over here at CNN. And of course, if it is retaliation, that's not going to deter us from what we're doing over here. We're going to continue to ask these hard questions.
Did he just say their fake news was reporting? No wonder you got sent to the back of the room, you idiot. This isn't going to deter us at all, Wolf. We're going to continue with our reporting. You mean reporting fake news like this? Look at the lower third. Sources tell CNN Comey to testify he never told Trump he was not under FBI investigation. They did an entire segment about this. Just listen.
Not under any kind of investigation, but that these conversations are often quite nuanced, as you know, in the legal world, and that the president may have misunderstood the exact meaning of what Comey was saying. Comey is kind of a slick guy, and I'm sure he wanted to try and figure out a way to answer the president's question without really answering it, and Trump took away from it what he did, which was he said, I've been assured that I'm not under any investigation. So Trump took away kind of this blanket assurance, which we believe Comey will say he did not give the president.
Oh, so you're saying that James Comey didn't tell President Trump that he was not and was never under investigation? Well, let's see what James Comey had to say about that during his sworn testimony, shall we?
I gather from all this that you're willing to say now that while you were director, the President of the United States was not under investigation. Is that a fair statement?
That's correct.
All right. So that's a fact that we can rely on at this
Yes, sir.
point. Okay.
Let's go back to CNN, but this time, instead of listening to just some random political correspondent, let's hear from the network's chief legal analyst, Jeffrey Toobin. Jeffrey, what's going on?
You know, in the letter that Trump wrote firing Comey, he said 3 times you told me that I was not under investigation, and that was in May. Well, here we know in June, Donald Trump is under criminal investigation, and that's a big deal, and that's important. Jim McCarthy.
What? Let me emphasize that this isn't just some random guest on their network. This isn't just an ordinary CNN correspondent making 6 figures to come on air and pretend like they know what they're talking about. This is the network's chief legal analyst. This guy's actually a lawyer. Why wasn't this clown fired immediately after the election? Oh, speaking of clowns getting fired from CNN, they surprisingly did just fire Reza Aslan. He's that Muslim host who went and ate some barbecued human brains with some cannibals for an episode of his show. Oh, I'm not kidding. He really did. And they put it on air. This is actually him at the cannibal barbecue, eating human brains. I guess since the people who watch CNN are complete zombies, and zombies eat brains, they wanted to have their host do something to connect with the viewers. So he didn't get fired for that. He got fired after conservatives pressured the network to cancel his show after it was revealed that he has a habit of going on profanity-filled rants on Twitter, particularly aimed at President Trump and his sons. I personally don't think that a television show host, or anyone for that matter, should really get fired from their job for going on a profanity-filled rant on social media. But this is just the liberals getting a little taste of their own medicine because they've been using this tactic to pressure advertisers to pull out from certain shows, hoping to get certain hosts fired from their network. I'm Mark Dice, thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel if you're new and check back here every day for new reports. And I'll see you soon.